And now incarcerated Hindu monk Chinmoy Das will have a shot at presenting his case in court if lawyers are able to appear on his behalf and if his bail hearing takes place in a court in Bangladesh. Earlier, court hearings had to be postponed as lawyers appearing for Chinmoy Krishna Das were threatened. His earlier lawyer, Rabindra Ghosh, is in Kolkata for medical treatment, had to be hospitalized and has promised to appoint someone to appear for Chinmoy Krishna Das in his place. Chinmoy Krishna Das, who had organized protests demanding protection of minorities who continue to come under attack, was jailed under trumped-up charges including sedition. All eyes will be on Bangladesh to see whether due process of law is followed or not and whether free and fair judicial proceedings take place or not. My colleague Saurabh Gupta is joining me here from India. Saurabh, will the hearing take place is a big question. Many confusion and questions remain, but this is a hope for Chinmoy Krishna Das.
Yes, there is, of course, a lot of concern within India and especially within ISKCON over Chinmoy Krishna Das. Remember, he was picked up from Dhaka last year and then, of course, he spent more than a month in jail over what many have described as trumped-up charges. Chinmoy Krishna Das was someone who was known for organizing, especially demanding protection of minorities, and therefore, of course, many feel that the radical elements that exist in Bangladesh have gone after him. Now, while, this has led to a lot of strain in the relationship, the bilateral relationship, of course, is more than this, and there are multiple, facets to it and multiple issues that sort of make up the entire relationship. But this is one issue that has been something that even the Ministry of External Affairs has commented on, and of course, many in India have called for his release, saying that this is something that, of course, is absolutely wrong. In fact, in court, the Bangladesh government had earlier called ISKCON a fundamentalist organization, something that is very, very upsetting for a lot of people, given the fact that ISKCON is largely involved in relief work and even worked in Bangladesh during the recent floods. So Chinmoy Krishna Das's bail hearing will be important, but it will happen only if lawyers can appear and if the hearing takes place in free and fair surroundings.
Absolutely. Thank you so much, Saurabh, for joining us with that update. I'm also being joined by my guest, Salim Samad, who is a senior journalist in Bangladesh. Salim, thank you so much for joining us. And what does this tell you about the state of situation in Bangladesh? We are here contemplating if a basic hearing will take place, if the basic right of a human, which is the lawyer should be there to, present the case. What are we discussing today? What does it tell you about the state of affairs in Bangladesh?
Thank you for having me in this morning. First of all, I have to admit that I have also was a victim of the sedition case. So I know the process, what is also happening to Chinmoy. First of all, Chinmoy will not get a bail from this court. That doesn't happen in Bangladesh. They has to go to appear in the higher court. And unfortunately, his lawyer, who's a pro bono lawyer, Rabindra Ghosh, I just spoke to him last night. He's still in India on treatment. So he is a Supreme Court lawyer. So, until he returns, I don't think he will be given a proper hearing in this court. And never in Bangladesh in the last 53 years, somebody has got especially for sedition case, like me, happened with me, the lower court doesn't give a bail. It has to go appear to the higher court, at least high court, for a bail. So for him, it will be a little frustration, of course.
Sir, if you can explain a bit on the legal angle, you said that he won't get a bail in the lower court, but in India, if you do, if you apply and then the lower court rejects it or the hearing takes place, then only you can move further to higher courts. Is that the similar case in Bangladesh as well? If today he doesn't get a bail or the lawyer doesn't appear, what will happen next?
No, a lawyer definitely may appear, of course, but according to the British legacy, that is happening even during the Swadeshi movement in before 1947. So you have to understand that we are still following the ghost of the British laws. And the law says that the sedition will not be given bail to somebody who is charged for sedition in the lower court. The lower court has to reject that court. Once the lower court rejects in Chittagong, he is in Chittagong, the Chittagong court rejects immediately the lawyer, at least advocate, his lawyers will be able to appear or file a petition in the higher court. That has also happened with me. So I know thrice it was rejected in the lower court in my case of sedition. So and of course the higher court has given me instantly a bail.
Well, unfortunate scenes there unfolding in Bangladesh where, I have no words. I'm speechless right now. Will this monk get a bail hearing, then get legal procedure, legal help in a fair manner remains a big question. Thank you, Salim, for joining us at this hour. This is what Bangladesh interim government is also facing a lot of heat on the way the process is going on in Chinmoy Das's hearing.